Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 7th, 2022 Angel Day reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space. Before we clear the energy space, a warning not to be scammed by anybody pretending to be me or any other reader offering you a reading, asking you for donations. Really do be conscious of these people because they're just out to take your money. Okay, so now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this Angel Day, but also let's talk about this day for just a moment. It's July 7th, 2022, and it is the repeat of the number 7 that makes this day so powerful. So 7 is a divine number, okay? It's a highly spiritual number. 77 amplifies that power of the number 7. So it embodies, 7 embodies inner wisdom, it embodies intuition, understanding, discernment, inner strength, tenacity, spirituality, spiritual wisdom, and spiritual awakening. And it is aligned with our divine life purpose. Now, 77 is telling us that we've listened to that life purpose, to that divine life purpose, and now it's time to put things into action. We might be finding that even coming up to the day 77, like, July 7th, we are becoming much more ourselves. We're finding our footing again, where it could have felt before we had lost it. So let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is also Cancer energy, and we are in the Cancer time period during this time. We need to be mindful of other things taking the reins of our lives. Other people's wants, other people's needs, other things that we might think are important or we feel obligated to give our attention to over ourselves and what we want and what we need and where we're headed. So just be very, very aware of that. There's something that's coming in that wants to kind of bulldozer our life, and it wants to take over. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is flexibility. This is the sacral chakra. And with the sacral chakra, it's our creativity, it's our sensuality. And it doesn't have to equate to a sexual manner. It's bringing the beauty, the sensuality, the erotic, but again, not in a sexual way, into our day-to-day life. And it's a sense of a move of the body. It's the expression of ourselves. It's the coming together of what we need and what we want and what we're longing for and where we want to be for us. There needs to be, I just see this as a creative alacrity, as well as our bodies being told to move more, to be more, expressive within ourselves. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. So let's see. So what's interesting is that Capricorn is 7, not Capricorn, the Chariot is 7 in the major arcana. So we have to be also mindful of how we're taking the reins of our own divine purpose. So that's coming forward quite powerfully here, because we do have that energy also coming in here right at our root of ourselves. Now we do have strong Capricorn energy coming forward, strong Cancer energy also coming forward as well. So let's look at the Two of Pentacles. We're starting off with trying to balance a lot. Now, I see this more of what we're dreaming of and what we're actually, putting together on this week, in this waking world, like in what we're doing, in how we're getting everything to come together. So there's a lot that we're balancing, and there's a lot that we want to be doing that we don't feel like there's time for, or that we can do at this moment. So just being aware of this is going to be very important, because there's something in us where it just feels like, oh, I'm not doing this. Like it just feels like a hollowness. And it's around our heart, but also in our lungs, it's more in our throat chakra that this is coming forward. So just be aware of this. There's also a lot that we're balancing. There's a lot that we're getting done. There's a lot that we're expecting of ourselves. We're forgetting to balance us. What do we need to stay charged, to stay focused, to stay, engaged in what we want? Now, we're going to be very, very busy looking at things in one very specific way. And divinity during this time is tapping us on the shoulder saying, hey, look at this. Hey, here's this gift. Hey, pull your attention over here. And it's going to feel like a distraction. It's also going to feel like it takes us out of the place that we want to be. And it can be putting us into the place of, fantasy, or making us feel like a fantasist, like, oh, I'm just dreaming. I'm just, losing the reality that I need and falling into dreams. It's okay to fall into dreams at times, as long as we can, what is it? Dream and not make dreams our master, and think and not make thoughts our aim, and meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. So this is going to be a time where we're finding ourselves guiding towards something that we really dreamt of, that we really wanted, but it does disrupt our world. And so we're going to want to push it away. So just be aware of this. We have the Devil coming forward, which is this Capricorn energy. Now, we're born on the cusp with Capricorn, or we have Capricorn within our chart. This part of our personality comes out very strongly. We can also have a person who is an underdeveloped Capricorn, trying to pull the puppet strings, trying to make it be one certain way. But we also have an energy around us, the Devil energy, of this is the way it should be. This is the energy that I should be embracing. This is how I should be living my life. This is what I should be doing. Either it's so that we move towards what success is, in however we've been fed it, or we move towards, what another person thinks that success is, that we're trying to, live up to their expectations. We need to look at what we want for ourselves. What does it feel like is being forced? What does it feel like is being controlled or manipulated? And then where do we want to be, and where do we need to be for us to be able to move forward in our power, in our intuition, in what we desire? And so the Devil comes forward, and the Devil shows us what is gilded. So gilded is painted over in gold, right? So it could be rotted wood underneath. It could be, buried treasure underneath. It all depends, but usually it's not as beautiful as you expected. So here with the Devil, it's knowing what is gilded and what is golden, and that's going to be very important for us. It moves us to the Ace of Wands. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of passion, of creativity, of insight. There's something that's awakening in us where it's like, oh, but this is what I've needed. This is where I need to be. And that's where we start to take the reins of things. That's where we start to say, this is the fire that burns inside me. This is what I need, what I want, what I desire for my life. This is how I'm moving myself forward. And as we're seeing this, and as we're doing this, as this passion comes in, we're going to start to see us moving in a direction that might feel a little bit odd. It might be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this, or I can't believe I'm going after this, or, I didn't think that this could be the real deal. And it moves us to seeing things so differently. And we're going to think, as we're seeing things differently, as we're looking at things in this new light, it's like, oh, but, either of course this would happen, or everybody else doesn't see it the same way, so I have to kind of step back, and I'm not going to really be able to do things the way everybody else expects, so maybe I shouldn't be thinking this way. There's a lot of doubts that come around as we see things differently. But Aquarius, we also operate, we also have this emotional vibration, or just energy vibration that is very different than the world around us. We have a healing compassionate nature. We see things in a different light than others do. And we need to move forward with that energy because it's actually really needed. And it moves us to the King of Wands. It moves us to passion and creativity and having this torch, which we are absolutely taking because we take this gift of the Ace of Wands. We take it to the highest form of the wands, right? So this is the highest, the King of Wands is the highest in the court cards. And we're starting to see our tenacity, our determination, our focus, our insight, our ideas, our passion, our power coming forward. We're claiming our voice, we're claiming what we want, we're claiming what we're looking for, and that is opening up a door in a way that we hadn't expected. There's also a real sense of embracing our masculine energy side of ourselves. And as we embrace that masculine energy, we say, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm headed. This is what I desire for me. This opens up the door. This leads me forward. This is where I need to be. And it moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. We're going to want to, as we take the reins, of things, we're going to want to move astoundingly quickly. And that's also with the chariot. The chariot can move astoundingly quickly. That's why it was like the tank of its day in the ancient world. But we have to be mindful of how fast we're moving and why we want that speed. Is it because you just can't wait? It's kind of like eat all your dinner so you can eat that chocolate brownie type of thing? Or is it that we're trying to rush things forward because we're trying to prove to ourselves or to others that we can actually do it or that it can actually be? It moves us to, because it is somebody else's energy that's really kind of pushing us, nudging us to make things go more quickly than we want them to. Our subconscious chakra energy is visualization. So this is the third eye chakra. We are visualizing, we are seeing what it is that we want. This is the art of imagination. I have linked in the description box this beautiful book, The Law and the Promise, which talks about imagining. And I love it. Just there's something beautiful about letting us imagine, letting us dare to feel what it is that we really want without, putting in the scary bits, without putting in the chaotic bits, without saying, oh no, I have to make it real. I have to, visualize when everything starts to go wrong or when I have to push through this pain and this hurt. That can come later on, sure. But what we need to visualize is, and imagine, is the success of it, is the beauty of it, is how it makes us feel. And that starts to change our world. Visualization gets a bad rap because we're told if you just visualize it, if you just make your vision board, all of a sudden everything will come true. You will get exactly what you want. It's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of dedication. And it's a lot of fighting against the negative imprints that were put in on us. The doubts, the fears, the chaos, the hurts, the pains we've been through. To visualize and walk forward in our third eye and in our passion, what we truly want in life. That's a form of bravery that, people think is stupidity until you succeed, until you kind of prove them wrong. It moves us to our chakra energy, which is not our chakra energy. It moves us from our chakra energy to our tarot energy, which is the Six of Swords. We're moving forward. We are moving forward in a way where we take our knowledge, our understanding, our insight, and we're changing the game. We are just absolutely changing the game. We are going after where we need to be for us. We're looking at what it is that we desire. We're being led forward by the crows, by the ravens, however you see these birds, because they're astoundingly intelligent, and yet they have a really bad rap. So here, it's moving forward with smart, beauty and insight guiding you, but that everybody else doesn't really always understand or always see. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, and of ourselves, and of course, this angel day. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius, and may you have a blessed angel day.